This past week has been a complete revolution for the marathon distance, and at the forefront of this revolution is Kelvin Kiptum from Kenya, who broke the world record in this year's Chicago Marathon with a finishing time of 2 hours and 35 seconds. This time took down Kipchoge's amazing world record by 34 full seconds. And while a lot of information has come out about his overall pacing, about his training, information has come out about his diet, probably the single craziest fact has just come out. Just 1 week before the Chicago Marathon, Kiptum actually wanted to withdraw, citing an injury to his hip and tonsillitis. Now, it's one thing to have a sore hip 1 week out from a marathon, which certainly would be a very concerning issue for an athlete ready to race against the world's best. But tonsillitis on top of that is also a very troubling issue. Now, tonsillitis is basically just inflammation of the tonsils, which are 2 oval-shaped pads in the back of your throat. And there also could be other issues from this, such as sore throat, difficulty swallowing, and many other things that make you look like you have a really bad cold. Basically, 1 week out from Chicago, and Kelvin Kiptum, the eventual world record holder, really did not want to run in this year's Chicago Marathon. But his coach told him, just stay calm, stay relaxed, get on medication, and you'll be ready to go for the Chicago Marathon. Apparently, he got on basic medication, and in 2 or 3 days, he was ready to go. And if you know anything about Kelvin Kiptum and his recent training, which we'll make sure to link above right now, you'll know that this actually might have been possibly the best thing that could have happened to him, because he trains like an absolute monster, throwing down close to 300 kilometers per week for much of his build-up and late preparations. So perhaps this medical issue forced him to slow down, and perhaps it made him a little bit more ready for the Chicago Marathon. Now, I have no clue what his taper was like, because there's no way that he was running 300 kilometers within a couple weeks of the Chicago Marathon, but I would imagine that given his preparations, he has a little bit of an issue slowing down. Apparently, after he took this medication, his tonsillitis was completely gone, and also his hip was no longer hurting. And once he landed in Chicago, apparently he was now completely ready to attack the world record. It's pretty crazy to me that just 1 week before this world record run, Kelvin Kiptum was not wanting to even participate in the Chicago Marathon. But it just shows you the power of a good coach and a relaxed mindset, because very often you will find yourself in a situation that is not preferable. But it's just important to stay the course and trust the process. At the end of the day, I don't think that this really hampered his ability to compete in Chicago. Again, it might have helped him a little bit, but either way, it really does showcase incredible resilience and a pretty amazing comeback over the final week. Now, ever since he has gotten back to his home country of Kenya, Kiptum has received a hero's welcome, being the centerpiece of many celebrations in his home county. And moving into 2024, we have a huge prospect for the Paris Olympics. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, until next time.